Some of you may be thinking or want to ask, how do you build your credit? Where does credit even start? Right? Especially if you're just turning 18 or you're new to the US and you need to establish credit, what do you do? This is the one of the main reasons why I believe everybody should have a credit card, because a credit card is the easiest and fastest way to build credit. So as soon as you turn 18, you should apply for a credit card. I believe everybody should have a credit card for several reasons. Of course, the main reason is to build credit. So credit card, reasons to have a credit card: to build credit. Unfortunately, you have to play the game, right? If you don't have credit, you have to go out and build it. And so what do, right? You already have your budget built out. You basically use that credit card to work within your budget. So what are some key things that you use within your budget on a monthly basis that you're always going to use, that you can always pay for? One thing I always, I taught my kids is put gas on your credit card and just start paying it off every single month. Sometimes maybe even hold just a small balance on your credit card, and then maybe every 3 months pay it off. That way you're carrying a little bit of balance, because that helps build your credit. Like I talked about in the last videos, to talk about amounts owed, making sure that it looks like you have that capacity and that ability to pay off that loan, that you're being a responsible creditee, right? So that's the best way to build credit, is just carrying a small balance every now and then, and use it to use it for gas or groceries, some type of 30-day expenses that are already built into your budget that you could pay off. I know there are a lot of perks that people like to get credit cards for. So people like to get the perks as far as miles or rewards. Those examples are great. But here's the thing about that: don't go getting a credit card because it's going to give you your miles, but you don't even travel. Right? So identify a good credit card that works to what your lifestyle looks like. One of the best ways to do that is you're going to go to a website called NerdWallet. It's a free website or free app that you can go to that kind of helps understand, you kind of put in your type of profile of what you're looking for. And it's going to share what type of credit cards are going to be best to fit your lifestyle. That way you're not going to get a credit card that's not going to match what you do, because the worst thing you can do is use your credit card to live off of. That's kind of where I was back in the day. Whenever I ran out of money, I went to the credit card. That's not the right way to use credit. Use credit cards is for security. It's for the perks. It's to help you build credit, right? So when you're talking about security, it's to safeguard you from any type of fraud. So if you're making, use your credit card for any type of online purchases, or for registering for certain things. So use that in case some instances where fraud can take place or theft can take place. You can use that credit card so that money is not directly taken out of your bank account, as you use your credit card instead, because now you have what's called leverage, right? That's another reason, a good reason to use a credit card. So say, for example, if you are getting paid for something later, but you need to cover a deposit or something right now, use it in a credit card. I do this for my small business all the time. If I need to buy equipment or supplies for a particular contract that I have to perform, I'll go buy all the supplies using my credit card. And then when I get paid for the services rendered, then I just pay off the credit card with the pay that I received from doing that particular contract, right? Another way of talking about leverage is what I like to call OPM. Other people's money. So think about instances or opportunities to where, you're going to get paid for something later, but you need to put a deposit or you need to buy something right now in order to perform. And then you can just use your credit card to take care of it later. Another thing is travel. It's the best way to use a credit card, because of course, whenever you rent a car, a lot of places don't even allow you to use a debit card to rent a car. But in any case, whenever you rent a car, they're going to put a hold on that particular card of, either a daily hold of $100 or $50 or a max hold of $200, depending on the type of rental that you're having. And so instead of having that $200 hold in your bank account, have the leverage of other people's money to have that hold on a credit card instead. That way you can use that cash that you have in your account towards traveling and having a good time. Same thing's going to happen with a hotel. If you're at a hotel, right, it's best to use a credit card. That way they put a hold of incidentals, is what they call it, on the credit card rather on your debit card. So those are some key reasons why everyone should have a credit card, right? To build your credit, for all the different perks that it offers, to be sure those perks match the lifestyle that you are living, security, the leverage, and for travel.